right, well, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. Joseph, you're gonna lead us in word of prayer?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, let's pray. Dear Lord, please thank you for this day that you've given us, and please continue to lead, guide, and direct us, and help us make the best decisions possible for our school district and our students, Lord. And please continue to be with all the people that are still affected by the ice storm and in need of help. And just please forgive us of our sins where we've failed you, Lord. In your name I pray. Amen.
We'll stand for the pledge, please. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You'll take time to review the agenda. I'll need a motion to accept the agenda. A motion to accept the agenda. Rodney, do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor of the motion by saying aye. If you'll take the time to look at the January 20th minutes on page 3 and then February 10th on page 7. Let me know if you have any questions. If not, we'll need a motion to accept.
You want me to pack
What's that?
that packet? You gonna use?
Oh, I'm gonna use it.
I guess we'll have to go old school. Did you get it, Sharon?
I got it.
I can make, or you can reset your password if you want to.
I'll make the motion.
All right, so I have a motion to accept the minutes. So a motion by Jeremy, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Shannon. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion by saying aye. Moving on to financials, 4.1, financial update.
The cash on hand January 31st was, in district maintenance, was $3,980,197.18. The fund balance in district maintenance, 13126, was $4,297,428.95. No idea when we will get, an allocation, as far as for next year, but, or the teachers are, and the assistant teachers are gonna get a pay raise, what it's gonna be, I don't know. But they will get something, both of them, I feel certain. I gave y'all, like I said, the audit got finished up, y'all had it live, give y'all last year, got any questions on it yet? Other than that, I ain't got nothing. Gonna start working on contracts after tonight to get those out.
Any questions on the financials? Moving on to 4.2, claims docket, starts on page 32.
Cunningham CPAs, that's the final payment on for our audit. That TriStar company is $53,940. That was to, we had a leak in a 4-inch gas line over here to pay the well did up.
That was one of my questions. So I had two of them.
Do what?
No, go ahead. That was one of my questions I had.
The one to, Byron Taylor Beard, we had 2 of our commercial hot water heaters bust and explode. Well, like, they froze up and went there like everybody else, and we had to have, run some gas line for the cafeteria at the elementary school as well, and he worked on the unit, but the majority of that 8,000 was for
Materials.
the 2 Renai commercial tankless hot water heaters. They're about $3,000 a piece, because they were commercial. The Apogee is our app and website hosting that we have.
What claim number is that?
Huh?
What claim number?
53974.
Okay.
One of the last ones towards the end. And after I said it pretty much cut and dry. I have not, it's heard y'all talking about electric bills. I haven't gotten the electric bills in yet for this month. But I'll pay them when we get in, they'll be on next month. Probably.
Anyone have any other questions about the claims docket? If not, I need a motion to accept.
So,
Have a motion arriving. Have a second?
second.
And a second by Shannon. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion by saying aye. Any opposed? Moving on to 4.3, fiscal year 27 certified salary schedules. Starts on page 52.
I just gave you the ones that concern our certified staff, so after y'all approve, well, the administrators were approved in January, the recommendations for certified staff are tonight, so I can get contracts out and get them back. The only thing that changed on them from last year is the date. The date at the top. Instead of 25, 26, it says 26, 27. They will be changed when the legislature does that, but I can't issue a contract until y'all approve the salary scale. So that is what it's for tonight. It's to approve them so I can get the contracts out, to have them back by the Friday we.
And then we'll have to reapprove if that.
No, you'll have to reapprove the new salary scale,
Schedule.
yes, yes.
And I will give an addendum to the teachers. It still binds them, it does not change, they can't get out of it, it's just the dollar amount. And I'll put on a piece of paper saying, after the legislature, your new salary scale is, your new salary for FY 27 is $3, whatever it may be.
What is grade 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that like?
But A is bachelor's, double A is master's, triple A is specialist, and 4A is doctorate.
Any other questions? Motion to accept? Do we need to accept them?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
okay,
works.
so motion to accept.
I don't know if he's looking at that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what he was looking at. Shannon, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that $1,000, all that's the local supplement that you have to give a local supplement, whether it be $1 or something like some districts give 10 and 12,000.
And it's included.
But it's included in that, up in the spreadsheet. That amount just tells you how much it is, so.
So do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
So a motion by Joseph, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion by saying aye. Any opposed?
Y'all need me for anything else?
That's all you can do, appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to 5.1, public comments. We have a request to appear before the board by Darnell Bum.
Come on, Ms. Vaughn.
Up here?
Yep, come on.
Or back?
Just wherever you want to, but the rules are you have 5 minutes to address the board. After that, the board will take it into consideration if there's any action taken on that board.
I read that. You gave me your
I did give you a copy.
Hi, I don't think I need to introduce myself to anybody, but I come to you tonight with some concerns I have for the children, and I prepared some papers. In our society where everyone gets a participation trophy and feelings are prioritized over facts, we're losing our grip on discipline. Results has been that we have a generation of entitled, disrespectful children who think they can get away with anything, and they will do whatever they want to do without fear of consequences. Corporal punishment is a tried and true method of child rearing that has stood the test of time. In 2014, 94% of parents with children 3 to 4 years old reported that they had spanked a child within the past year. 76% of men and 65% of women agreed that a child sometimes needs a good spanking. For some children, verbal reprimands will work, but for all too many, it simply is not enough. Reprimands do not fully convey the consequences of their action. Physical discipline reinforces that certain actions will result in immediate consequences, providing the immediate understanding that some behavior is unacceptable. Discipline is crucial. Without it, chaos reigns supreme. And folks, that's what we have in some of our school systems. Corporal punishment is an effective way to teach children that they are responsible for their actions, and thus will suffer the consequences of their choices. Children are better able to make decisions about their behavior, exercise self-control, and be accountable for their actions and their choices. Children need to understand there should be punishment for the behavior they demonstrate. Students have gotten so accustomed to being given second and third chances, no consequences for their actions, answering to no one, that they say and do what they want, knowing that no one will or can do anything about their inappropriate behavior and disrespect. It's a problem that will continue to escalate unless we get real about how we are hurting the next generation. And I do think we are hurting them. There is a very real problem, one that teachers and administrations face daily. We are losing very good, highly qualified people every day because of how students' behavior is addressed or not addressed. It is not the salary that they're being given, which is poorly, or because they don't like their chosen profession. They simply cannot handle the behavior or the abuse that they deal with on a daily basis. I could give you many examples of this, but don't have the time. I am aware that administration may use this form of discipline at their discretions. In other words, they don't have to paddle every kid. But I also feel that we are in a crisis situation, and desperate times call for desperate measures. We are in a desperate time. If we wish to have a productive school system producing successful students, something needs to be done immediately. If you approve corporal punishment, paperwork will be necessary. I also propose that if a child cannot be paddled, they would be sent home for 2 days with work to be completed at home and graded upon their return to school. People, we are in a crisis mode. Perhaps it's time to take a step back and consider the possibilities that our parents and ancestors knew a thing or two about raising well-behaved and respectful children. This is not about hurting or degrading children, but about teaching them valuable life lessons. Proverbs 13:24 of the New NIV says, and I quote, "Whoever spares a rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them." Which brings me to another subject, prayer and schools, but I will say that for a later time. Is there any questions?
We will take it and discuss it, I mean, at this time.
If you have a question, if you have a question that you would like to ask me, I know that all the schools around us still use corporal punishment. And like I said, you know, like Grace not gonna be the daylights out of anybody. I mean, you know, you just know that, like you know me. And I have always been an advocate for our children. I think you can all say that I have.
We agree, I would think we all know that.
But something needs to be done. When you're called a bitch daily, when you're called, say, they look at you like you're crazy, that you've lost your mind, and there's nothing gonna be done about it. What is there to do? I mean, you know, we've tried everything else, and this is our last resort. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Appreciate it.
coming.
Yes. I appreciate the time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
5.3, board updates.
Nothing's really changed on there. There's been no new accountability data, benchmark data, and of course, we've been out for 2 weeks. So if you look at the third page of the high school, you get the monthly board update, enrollment, the ADA. For February, percentage of chronic absentee, then the teacher attendance rate, and we haven't really had any discipline referrals since we've been back for the high school.
School board update for Davison.
Same thing with it. We have to upload this every month to our reporting system, but we haven't been here for 2 weeks, so no new benchmark data, just page 2 on this one is your different data points, enrollment. We did lose some students between January and February. The ADA, 93%, 2% of those students had 2 or more absences, and then the teacher attendance rate was about 98%. And we did forgive the days for those students and the teachers that were out due to not having electricity. So we counted those as homebound present days for them.
Do you still have any out?
As of this week, we got everybody back. Nobody's used it. I know that we had about 60 kids last week that their parents sent me requests for an excuse for not having amenities. Some of them, though, that we had back at school didn't have electricity, but they just came on back. But hadn't had any this week. Everybody's.
And the staff is the same?
Yeah, it was about 12 last week to start off that did not have power that we excused, and then as the week progressed, I think our last teacher got hers back Wednesday or Thursday, maybe.
Okay. Anything else under board update? Moving on to 5.4, closure forgiveness.
This is just a formal letter from me requesting that we be exempt from the 180-day school requirement. And this is based on our board policy, alteration of school term due to extreme weather conditions. And the Attorney General opinion to write in March 18, 2015 acknowledges that and gives us the right to do that if it is our board policy. We can forgive those days and not have to make them up. We did make up President's Day, so you can forgive up to 10 and still get funding under MAEP and all that like we're supposed to. So we did make one up, so we have 9. There's a House bill out there to extend those days to 15 just for this year because of the number of days that we had to miss. And I'm looking at making up the days that we can that we have built in, which is we've already made up President's Day, possibly, and we'll discuss this at the next board meeting, maybe Good Monday. Just an attempt to regain some of those days. Of course, we can talk about that at a later date, but
But we're already inside the.
we're at 10, we're
We're
at 9
already
right
inside
now.
the 10 days
Right,
that are allowed.
Right.
Assuming that nothing else happens.
Exactly.
Right. I'd also ask that you provide administrative leave, additional administrative leave with pay for all employees during that declared emergency. And I seek the board's authorization to grant such leave to our professional, certified, and classified employees during the winter weather closure, meaning they will get paid for those days.
So how long before you hear back on a normal basis, do you think?
From,
You sent this in when?
no, you just have to approve it.
You just have to
I
approve it,
turn
so you
in-
just
I
need
send-
us to approve it.
Right.
So if we get relieved
So,
for those days, then technically we're not gonna be out any extra money if we have to.
Right, it's correct. We'll get up to 10.
Yeah, okay.
right, so we're back down to 9, but we still got rest of the school year to go. Okay.
So
So paying them now is not gonna hurt us later.
right, we're already within that time period. Within those allotted days.
We just need a motion on that?
Yes, any other questions or discussion? So we need a motion to accept the closure forgiveness.
So
Have a
moved.
motion, by
Second.
Jeremy, second by Rodney. All in favor of the motion by saying aye. Any opposed? Moving on to the 2027 school calendar.
I sent out 4 separate calendars for the staff to vote on, and calendar number 2, that you see right here, had about right at over 50% of the vote, so the majority of the staff voted for calendar number 2, which gives us, I think that they like the fact that we have Watermelon Carnival Friday,
I know, it's the first thing I looked at.
yeah. Which has always been a point of,
But the Watermelon Carnival is July 31st and August 1st this year, so it's a little earlier.
Right, so, yeah, we're all 31st. Last year, I think we were back in school, or either the teachers were back in, or the students came back on the 31st, is that correct?
Well, last year it was August
The
1st and
first, that's
2nd,
right,
yeah.
okay.
This shows right?
Yep.
But the students come back on August the 4th, so they would have that Monday.
That's professional.
Teachers.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
they get their 4,
So the
they like
teacher-
having those
so the
extra
teachers-
professional development days up front, 4 days, gives them time.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
4
the
days for
classrooms
the
are in
teachers,
there.
yeah.
So anything else on here that is, you think,
We'll have the 15th
Persuade the vote.
for President's Day, I mean, same as we had this year for a weather makeup day. And then we got Good Friday, and the Easter holiday, the 29th of March will be
Friday, Mondays? Okay.
possible weather makeup day.
Graduation will be May 20th.
The Thursday.
Is it gonna be Thursday?
This year.
This year?
Yeah, we did it on Thursday because it gives you more time to make it up if necessary, to have a weather makeup days.
Fridays there.
And we may, I don't know, we may have to change that. I have to find out when my daughter graduates next year.
Let us know.
I will have to change it.
What is this year? Just while we're on the subject.
It's Thursday, the 19th, no, let's see.
I thought you just said 20.
That's next year.
Thursday the 21st. No, yes, Thursday the 21st.
All right, any other questions about the 26, 27 calendar? If not, I'll need a motion to accept.
Are you okay with this? Even though they voted?
I like to give them the chance to choose every year. I mean, if it was something that was just, we don't put anything out there that's crazy, that they.
You were okay with all of them,
Yeah,
right?
I was fine with either, either calendar.
Like, all right, I got one question. I
Okay.
didn't read the bill beans, but what was the difference between, like, just a day here or a day there, or? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
Well,
so
on
some of the
days.
calendars had us coming back on the 27th. Teacher, student starting on the 1st.
Instead of professional development.
Right, instead of, that was a big difference. One of them had a professional development day in April and took away the Good Monday.
Okay.
and, or gave a holiday in April, because you don't have any holidays there, but I think everybody liked that possibility of the 4-day weekend better than having a day in April. And you really start state testing in April too, so you really need all those days you have.
Yeah, I was just curious. I'm good with
Well,
it.
that would be putting them back in school the last week of July, which
Mhm.
may be a lot of the reason too they chose this one.
Right.
Maybe not one on common day, but.
For some reason, you know, you say you're coming back in July, and everybody.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's what
just
I'm
say-
thinking, say
Seems
July.
like
but
we need to get
August.
the summer off.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds way too early. Okay, so,
I'm good.
you good? All right, so I'll need a motion to accept the 26-27 calendar. Do I have a motion?
So,
Motion by Rodney, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Joseph, any further discussion? If not, all in favor, motion by saying aye. Any opposed? Moving on to 5.6, E-rate.
Last month, the Technology Director, Roger Smith, put out a request to start the E-rate bid, start the process to take bids to replace existing fiber optics in the district. And we've gone through that process. He's asking for approval to use,
$6,083?
$6,083 is what it's gonna cost us, but through the federal E-rate program, which reimburses you for technology and things like that. The total cost of the project was $30,825. And this will increase our backbone speeds from 1 gigabyte per second to 10 gigabytes per second, which is a big difference. And the existing fiber optic system that we have right now can only handle, it's called multi-mode, can only handle 1 gigabyte per second. But the new fiber optic system will be able to update those speeds to get 10 gigabytes per second. And it will also eliminate the existing fiber optic lines that are going through the trees over to the junior high. We'll be able to run them underground, so we don't have to worry about them breaking. But like I said, the total cost is $30,825. The district will be responsible for $6,083.
And this will be for the next school year?
Yes, it'll be in the 26-27 budget.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it is. Any questions or comments? I mean, it's what we need to do, in my opinion. I mean, I feel like it's a great move,
Especially if you can get that much of it, you know.
but, right, you can get that much reimbursed, so. If y'all have any questions, then do I have a motion to accept,
So move.
to move forward? All right, thank you. Jeremy, do I have a second?
second.
Second by Shannon. Any further discussion? All in favor, motion by saying aye. Any opposed? 5.7, school board policy.
This policy was tabled from the last board meeting. It's just a special education programs board policy. You have the old policy on the first page. Page 3 of that.
It starts on page 64, the old policy.
I think it's 1, 2, 3 pages of the old policy. And then the new policy based on new regulations with the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. I think it removed the language of Education of All Handicapped Children Act in 1975 and replaced it with the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act.
It looks like, that's what it looks like to me, it's just changing the wording of that.
And making sure that the policy aligns with IDEA.
We have one up there. So it looks like paragraph 3 changed.
Related services.
Maybe not. Something changed, shortened it.
I really don't think anything changed with that, that IDEA.
Okay, so
Because
all of
when
it,
when we looked at it,
that's all it's highlighted.
I did have it, I thought I had it.
It's highlighted.
You did, that's
first.
all it's highlighted.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think
only
that's the only thing that changed.
It's just when you print it out, it's just shorter on a piece of paper, so just probably spacing. Okay, if that's all that changed, then. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So any other questions about the change in policy IDDF? If not, I'll need a motion to accept.
So moved.
So a motion by Shannon, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Rodney. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion by saying aye. Any opposed? Board members report. The only thing I have to report is, Drew, I thought that you handled the ice, and I know you were out every day looking and working and driving, and I thought it was handled extremely to make me proud. I feel like it was a very positive thing for our students and our staff, and then especially when they came back to just come back to some kind of normalcy.
Yeah, I got a lot of comments on the email or text that was sent out before they came back, so I think that was well received.
Good. Yeah, I had a lot of help. Craig was out cutting folks out, and of course, everybody all the first responders and stuff were always giving me, information about the roads, and of course, we knew it was bad, but, from what I could see, I didn't realize how bad it was with what they were seeing on the ground, so it was it's a group effort for sure.
Well, I think we've got a great community, but I think you did a great job also.
Thank you.
Superintendent's report?
Just a couple things, mainly to do with athletics this week, in full swing as far as activities go. The band had their evaluation at Northwest yesterday, so not exactly sure what their marks were, but I can find that out. Girls basketball played last night at New Site and got beat, so that was the first round of playoff for them. Their season's over with, but tonight the boys are playing against Hamilton. And it's the first time, I think, since 2014 that we've hosted a first round playoff game here. So
And it's here.
if we win, from what I looked at, we either play Leland or Kemper County. And I'm not sure where. I think if Leland wins, it's going to be there. In Kemper County, we may be able to host another home game. So, let's see. Softball's playing tonight. They got Grenada. Baseball's playing Houston at 7.
Did your your participation in softball pick back up, I guess, after the change in the coaches?
Do what now?
Did the participation in softball change after the change in the coaches? I know we lost a lot of players with the transition, so I don't know how big a team is.
I'm not sure exactly how many people came back out that we lost before. I'll have to check on that.
Do you know?
What's
Softball.
the question?
The softball, I feel like we lost some girls when we changed the coaches, and the girls didn't want to try out anymore, but is it,
Well, I have a question about softball too.
okay, is it back to where it was?
I don't know, do you know anything?
I don't know about total numbers.
No, I'm just saying, what's the vibe?
As far as I've heard, I do know that we're looking at another coaching change this year.
I mean, he's done, I think.
Yeah.
Do you get that feel?
And we can talk about
What,
that.
yeah,
We
we
can
can
talk
talk
about
about
the
that.
personnel.
That's
I got a recommendation in there.
Okay.
Personnel.
So what else you got?
Oh, sorry, softball band evaluations, 17th and the 18th, which was today, and tomorrow the juniors are doing their ACT boot camp, which is very successful. We did that before they took their October ACT, and then on the 23rd is when they'll take their state-funded ACT for the juniors. We do have archery on the 19th, forgot about that, so we got a full week of things going on. Other than that, that's about
So they get to practice for these too? Man, that would have been nice.
2 days. 2 days of straight boot camp with nothing but the ACT, and it really makes a big difference. Like I said, we did it, and they took a lot of them took it in October.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, because I've sat through some of it, I'm like, it's not
Just that sucker 3 times.
I made Christmas trees and got that, 24, and I was going to after that. But we need to get Jeremy in there. What'd you make, Jeremy?
I don't
We know what it is.
We know what
There's the
roundabout.
top of the school.
I don't even know if I can pass it, but
But it's good getting them some exposure to that. And it's not just you know, X's and O's, it's also test-taking strategies, you know. And nowadays, they can take it, not the state funded when they have to go all the way through, but they can take it in sections now. So if you didn't do
Right.
very good on math, like, you know, the time before, you can chunk it now, which is, I think that's a huge advantage to the students.
It's been like that for a couple of years now, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, too bad we didn't have that either, so. Okay, is that it?
That's it.
All right, so moving on to executive session to discuss recommendations for the next, any other thing that needs to be brought to the board tonight before we move to executive session? If not, I need a motion to go to executive session. We'll do that in executive session. So I'll need a motion
To consider executive
to
session.
consider
So moved.
executive. So now I need a motion to stay in executive session.
So,
By Shannon, and I'll need a second. Thank y'all very much.
I thought you first.
You may have heard of us, but you might not know Bank First is a community bank that has no-fee ATM access, interest, and perks earning checking accounts, with online and mobile banking, mortgages for every stage of life, and modern business banking for businesses, small and big. We keep it all together to put you first. Do you bank with us? You should.